May 19th, day 8. The wind dropped down into the 15 knot range, and although we were hesitant to change sails because the boat was steering itself so well for the last 24 hours with the number 3 jib, we didn't touch it at all. We went ahead and changed sails, put up the working jib so we can get more speed. We're up to between 4 and 5 knots again, and the wind is backed around into the northwest now, so we have very favorable wind. Haven't quite got the rubber bands working exactly the way I wanted to, but it'll take a few minutes and we'll get it done. Oatmeal for breakfast. Our first real coffee in several days. We'll make an instant because it's too bumpy out. Still a little bumpy, but not too bad. Intermittently, we're getting some dazzling bright sunshine. And our post-sail change snack of real coffee and ginger snaps. There. It's a little cool, but it's warming up. Temperature is in the mid to high 60s. Mid 60s. Yeah, mid 60s. Still wearing foul weather gear because we're still getting water slopping over the coamings and actually coming over the Dodger every once in a while. Smack you right in the face with a wave. Had a few showers last night, no big deal. We just wish for a little bit less bumpy seas right at the moment so we could have better food. We're eating up our snacks because it's hard for Laura to cook. Although we had we have less beef stew last night.
Yeah, freeze-dried beef stew.
It was backpacker stuff,
Beef stew with a can of corn.
A can of corn added to it. It was good. It was hot, good, stick to your ribs, And we had, let's see, what was lunch yesterday? Lunch was just snacks, wasn't it?
No, you made a can of beans yesterday.
Oh yeah, that's right. I heated up a can of beans. It was rough yesterday afternoon, about midday. About this time yesterday, it was pretty bumpy, and the wind was cooking up about 25 knots too. So, but I managed to. While Laura was out here in the cockpit, I managed to heat up a can of beans. We had just a can of beans with some bread and butter.
At least it wasn't cold out of the can.
At least it wasn't cold out of the can, like some people we know who've done that.
Just pack 3 cases of beans and that's it.
Yeah.
Dave.
Well.
That's all he did was cold beans the whole
I know,
trip.
but he was by himself too,
Yeah, but still. Yeah. Oh well.
Well, what about, what's his name? Do we dare mention his name? The cold canned soup?
Oh, Troy.
Sailors are strange folks, some of them,
Cold
it's good to have a
Campbell's
woman
soup
along because
with chips. Eaten out of the can with chips. Ew.
Yeah,
That was gross.
It's good to have a woman along. She thinks of the little luxuries, A couple of bags of cookies, a few bars of premium chocolate, which we have to eat up before we get down into the tropics, otherwise they'll melt and be all gooey, so. I don't know, I think we got like 3 left, so I don't think there's a problem there. Anyway. But I would like the seas to flatten out a little bit so we can be a little more comfortable with, cooking up some more complicated meals. Not that I'm looking forward to a dead, flat, calm day. We had several of them on our last Pacific crossing. Even in the high latitudes, we had several flat, calm days when we were able to have pancakes. But that's okay. Oatmeal is good too. We had oatmeal this morning. It's good. We haven't had eggs yet.
Nope.
We haven't had, like huevos rancheros or even a breakfast burrito, which we can do. Eat whatever. We've pretty well polished off the beef jerky too, haven't we?
There's a little bit left.
One thing I've noticed about sailing, crossing the oceans, it quickly comes down to food. Doesn't take long before it's all about the food. And calms down a little bit too, we're going to throw some fishing lines out. We bought some fishing gear before we left, so I'm anxious to try that. But, you know, I can wait till we get down into Hawaiian waters. Then I'll feel comfortable eating raw fish, eating sashimi. But, oh, you know what we forgot to do? I was going to say we forgot to bring the makings for poke, but we do have soy sauce.
Yeah.
And we have any sesame oil, sesame seeds? We can improvise. We got flax seeds. Oh, that would work. You know, but we'll figure something out.